How's it going? Making sure everything's ready before I get started. It's public. Nice. Go to face cam mode. Hey, how's it going? Back with another 2 drink reviews. Just making sure everything is working before I get started. Oh, Amazon thing has another issue. Seems to be consistent. I have to go back. Yeah, it's when I start up the chat window, it doesn't work. But if I go back and then return to live stream, it tends to work. So, all right, I think it's good. Yeah. 2 more drinks today. We've got this vitamin water lemonade squeeze 0 sugar. I think I did a stream or video on the regular one. I'm not totally sure at this point. I've done a lot of these. And then this is V8 Energy peach mango. So it's possible that I've covered these before, but I'm going to do them again. Of course, this is a live stream. I'll respond, or as long as I see it, I'll respond to any comments related to the stuff that I'm trying out. But if it's unrelated, I'm doing multi-streaming. I'm going to not respond to those until I am done with the whole little presentation thing. So, but yeah, anything related to the drinks and stuff, I will try to respond to in the moment. All right. I think I'll start off with this one. Well, let's do the energy drink first. This is V8 Energy Peach Mango. And they say steady energy and supports focus according to them. This little small can here. 8 fluid ounce, 237 milliliters. 50% juice, so actual juice in here. 50 calories. 0 grams of total fat. 40 milligrams of sodium. 12 grams of total carbohydrates. Of that, total sugars 11 grams. 0 grams of protein. It does have 110 milligrams of potassium, 10 milligrams of vitamin C, 3.2 milligrams of niacin, 0.34 milligrams of B6, and 0.48 mcg of B12. The ingredients, we've got water, vegetable juice, which is water and concentrated juices of sweet potatoes, carrots, and yellow carrots. Fruit juice, water and concentrated juices of apples and peaches, citric acid, natural flavoring, mango puree, caffeine from black and green tea, vitamin C, ascorbic acid, sucralose, which is a sugar alternative. I always like mentioning that in drinks, so know it's in there. It's down towards the lower end of the list, so it's probably not a huge amount. But yeah, do your research on sucralose and understand what you're drinking. And then we've got B3, basically all the vitamins at the bottom of the list. And usually ingredients list means the most quantity to the least. So water is on the top and then the vitamins are on the bottom. All right. And then this is distributed by the Campbell's Company in Camden, New Jersey. And then they have a bunch of marketing material on the side here. Yeah, it's 80 milligrams of caffeine for the can. And then they compare it to a similar brewed coffee, which would be 96. So it should presumably have a bit less caffeine than a coffee. All right. I'll show this on screen so you can see for yourself. everything. Let me read this off here. It says naturally flavored energy drink from concentrate with other natural flavors. Okay. But this has actual juice in it, which is nice to see. Although it also has that sucralose, so I guess they thought it needed to be a little bit sweeter tasting, according to them. There's some other marketing material. There's the caffeine amount, 80 milligrams. Then we've got all of that information there. It's kind of hard to read, even for me. Sorry, I'm trying to hold it steady, but it's not easy. 50% juice, all the other nutrition facts. And we got the vitamins. Let's see the daily values I didn't mention. And then the ingredients. There's the sucralose. I don't know how close I can get here with the camera, but the text is kind of blurred on the label. Anyways, I'm gonna pop this open, try it out. And it's a pretty small drink. This is 8 fluid ounce. There you go. I do this so that the drink doesn't spill everywhere. A lot of time, yeah, you can always tell that it would fling some juice or whatever somewhere. Anyways. And there's still some in the can here. Natural coloring, which is nice to see. Obviously it has some juice in it, and that's a mix of the various things going on. Looks good. Do a smell test. Yeah, it smells pretty nice, fruity. No surprise. 50% juice. So let's try this out. Again, this is the V8 Energy Peach Mango. Clearly it doesn't have any carbonation, but some others do. Yeah, very nice mango-y flavor. Got a little bit of tartness to it. So it has concentrated juices of sweet potatoes, carrots, yellow carrots, fruit juice, which is water concentrated juices of apple juice and peaches. So it has actual peach juice and apple, but it doesn't have the mango. The mango is some type of flavor they're adding to it. I think it tastes pretty nice. I really don't think they needed to add the sucralose, in my opinion. It's sweet enough tasting. And probably if it were less sweet tasting, I think it would be just fine. It's not super sweet tasting. I mean, no surprise, it's just 50 calories for this, 11 grams of total sugars. I mean, it's just a personal preference thing. So, think it tastes pretty good. Yeah, decently sweet, nice peach flavor for the most part. I guess you could say mango, like I was said earlier before I looked at the label. Yeah, very nice drink. I think it works. The caffeine isn't crazy. The downside, I guess, is a little bit small. But if it were bigger, it'd be more calories. So yeah, I like it. I'm gonna rinse out my cup here. Pretty nice. All right. Next up, we've got vitamin water. This is vitamin water, zero sugar, lemonade squeezed. So I'm just wiping my cup out a little bit. All right. So you've got a big label saying now more delish, according to them. Yeah, zero sugar one. And go over all of the information here. Oops. Got a marking on the top. All right. Let's see. So their little statement, they always have a weird little thing on the side here. It says, better than what you get at a lemonade stand. Squeeze the moment. Okay, that was a more normal one by far. This is 20 fluid ounce, 591 milliliters, 0% juice. So comparatively to this thing, this is 50% juice. This is 0% juice. 0 grams of total fat, 0 milligrams of sodium, 1 total carbohydrate, 0 grams of total sugars, 0 grams of protein. Then we've got calcium, 130 milligrams, vitamin A, 25%. They don't list a actual number for the amount. Vitamin E, 25%, B6, 100%, pantothenic acid, 100%, a trace amount of potassium, I guess. It has a little cross, and it says not a significant source of saturated fat, trans fat, cholesterol, fiber, vitamin D, iron, or potassium. It says and, but vitamin C, 50%, niacin, 100%, biotin, biotin. Is it tin? I'm not sure. 25%, magnesium 10%, and selenium, which is a unique one to see in these things, 50%. We've got the ingredients here: reverse osmosis water. That's a filtering method, the reverse osmosis. And it says less than 0.5% of electrolytes, which is calcium and magnesium lactates, and calcium and potassium phosphates. Citric acid, which is used to flavor and also stabilize the drink and keep it shelf stable, I believe. Natural flavors, all the vitamins, and phosphoric acid, that's also a stabilizer. Stevia leaf extract, monk fruit extract. So the stevia and the monk fruit are the sugar alternatives to sweeten this thing. They do have very specific flavor profiles usually, so we'll see what it tastes like. It's potentially these two are quote unquote healthier alternatives to some of the other sugar alternatives. So again, the stevia leaf extract and the monk fruit extract are the ones that are in this. Zinc gluconate, sodium selenate, and this is made for this company in Atlanta, Georgia. All right, I'm going to show all of this on screen so you can see for yourself what I just read. Yeah, 0% juice. Not much going on in the nutrition facts. We've got the vitamins. And there was the size, 20 fluid ounce. We've got camera's reversed for me, so all of the ingredients, pretty big list there. But I mean, it's mostly the vitamins. If we get a little bit closer, you can see the stevia and the monk fruit. I'm trying to hold my arms steady, but it's not easy. All right. I think we're good on that. There's a little marketing statement thing. Yeah. Oh, I haven't shown that. It's basically saying what's in the vitamin list. Cool. Let's pop this open. There we go. Looks like a thing. I don't think it has any artificial coloring, which is nice. Not sure what, let's see. Natural flavors, citric acid. They don't actually mention in this one where the color comes from. Maybe it's just all the vitamins and stuff that look like this. Yeah, I don't see any mention of color here. So that's what it looks like. Kind of is the opaque the right word? Semi-translucent, white kind of look to it. Yeah. Anyways, let's do a smell test. Doesn't really smell like anything. Yeah, I'm not really smelling much from it, which is usually not the case. Well, I guess no smell is better than some weird smell. Anyways, this again is the vitamin water, 0 sugar lemonade squeezed. Let's try it out. It does have a lemon-like flavor to it. It's a little bit sour. It's kind of slightly thicker than water feel to it. I do taste the stevia and monk fruit. Again, they have a very specific flavors to them. But on the scale of stevia and monk fruit use in a drink, I think this is pretty good. They're not super noticeable in how they usually taste. It is. I mean, you can tell that those are the ones that they used in it, but there's only so much they can do to kind of mask the aftertaste of those, in my opinion. But some drinks have do better than this, but on the scale of those two sweeteners, I think it's on the better end of things with sweetening the drink while also not having like an extreme aftertaste to it. So not too bad. Yeah, it does have a little bit of sourness. I can even kind of it has the citric acid, but it also has phosphoric acid, which I'm generally not a big fan of the flavor. I mean the like just general acidity that phosphoric acid adds to things, but it's not terrible. So I can hold the cup properly. I think it's pretty nice. I wish they would just add some actual juice into here. A little bit of lemon juice or something would go a long way, in my opinion, just to make it more realistic tasting. Not to say that it's bad or anything. It tastes fine. It does kind of taste like lemon, but it's just going to be flavoring whatever natural flavoring is rather than actual juice. So I think it's decent. You know, it's just vitamin water. It's super popular. It's everywhere. And I don't think it's a bad option by any means. I think I would prefer to drink these sweeteners over ones like aspartame and sucralose and acetylene potassium, all those other ones. I'm trying to think of other ones. Erythritol or whatever it's called. I try to avoid that one too. But yeah, I'd prefer these sweeteners. That's just my personal preference. But yeah, so not too bad. I think it's a pretty reasonable option. If you want something zero sugar, you want something with a bit of flavor. Again, this is kind of in the direction of a lemon like drink. I think it's pretty decent. And then of course it does have all those vitamins and stuff that they add to it. So that's a potential benefit. Yeah, not too bad. Again, that was the zero sugar lemonade squeezed vitamin water. All right, I am done for today with the little drink reviews. I still have quite a few, so I'll probably be doing more in the future. Anyways, I'm gonna head out. My call sign for this stuff is Scotty Joe Food Reviews, but I also do camera equipment and technology reviews and things like that as well. See ya. I'm gonna sign out of the YouTube one. So I got no views on the YouTube one, no surprise.